Tensions are rising as Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov delivers a stark warning regarding the state of U.S. Russia relations. With the U.S. presidential election on the horizon, Lavrov claims Washington and Moscow are edging closer to direct military conflict, attributing this to a growing downward spiral of Russophobia under President Joe Biden's leadership. Speaking to Turkey's Hurriyet Daily, Lavrov paints a picture of escalating hostility from the U.S., marking an unprecedented low in relations. This ominous backdrop sets the stage for an election where Donald Trump and Kamala Harris are set to face off, heightening the stakes for both countries.
Under the current president, who has taken the downward spiral of Russophobia in the U.S. to its logical conclusion, our countries are on the brink of direct military conflict.
Lavrov doesn't seem to care who wins the election, suggesting that the hardline approach towards Russia is a trend that has continued through multiple administrations, including Trump's. He implies that, regardless of who takes the White House, we're unlikely to see any significant shift in U.S. policy toward Russia. Allegations of Russian interference are rearing their head again in the U.S. election arena. Microsoft has recently reported that Russian operatives are ramping up disinformation campaigns targeting Kamala Harris, adding yet another layer of complexity to the already fraught U.S.-Russia relationship. As if to underscore Lavrov's concerns, reports have emerged that North Korea has deployed thousands of troops to Russia, ostensibly to assist in military operations in Ukraine. This move, seen by Western officials as a serious escalation, adds a new dimension to the ongoing conflict.
It is not hard to miss the irony of Russia calling this meeting just as 10,000 soldiers from the DPRK deploy in Russia to train and potentially join Russian forces against Ukraine. We heard yesterday the international community's serious concerns Russia may be planning to use DPRK soldiers against Ukrainian forces. We caution Russia not to make such a dangerous miscalculation. DPRK participation in combat against Ukraine would be an alarming expansion of the conflict.
Amidst these developments, North Korean Foreign Minister Choe has arrived in Moscow to engage with Lavrov. Their talks highlight a growing partnership, with Lavrov expressing gratitude for North Korea's support, while Choe echoes the Kremlin's narrative of a just fight in Ukraine.
We are deeply grateful to our Korean friends for their principled position on the events that have now unfolded in Ukraine as a result of the West's course to advance NATO to the east and encourage the outright racist regime to exterminate everything Russian. Very close contacts have been established between the military of the two countries and along the security services. This also allows us to solve practically significant and important tasks for the security of our and your citizens.
South Korean intelligence reports suggest Choe's visit may revolve around discussions about sending more troops and negotiations over compensation from Russia, stoking fears of deeper military cooperation between the two nations. Both Moscow and Pyongyang have responded cautiously to Western claims regarding the presence of North Korean troops, insisting their partnership is within the bounds of international law, while avoiding direct confirmation of troop numbers. This burgeoning alliance between Russia and North Korea complicates an already tense U.S.-Russia relationship, now under intense scrutiny from the West. As the specter of military collaboration looms, concerns are mounting, particularly in the Indo-Pacific region, where the stakes couldn't be higher.